Alright, well, welcome back everybody. This will be the update for December of 2018. I haven't really got a lot done for this update, and I'm going to make this short for the holidays and all, but I have been working on my bridge abutments. I've got those in. I've got my realistic water poured, and I've started with some of the water effects. I'm not done, but for the most part, it's turned out pretty well. Down here on the bottom, you can see where I've got the lime score here, and I've got to do a little bit more of the wave action on the top, but and on this side as well. I think it turned out pretty good, but I got to come back in and do some touch-ups. This is the shallower side of the Wolf Creek, but I had a thought about making this like a kind of like a a river area, so people can come down here and be laying down at the river. I'd have to build this out a little bit and drop some of this sheer rock face off and bring it more gradually down, and I think I could pull that off. But I'll have to make a little parking area up here about where these trees are at, kind of level some of that down, and then on this side I'd have to bring up probably up more so here and make a little road access. But that's just a thought. I don't know what you think about that, but I thought it might be a pretty good idea to do something like that maybe in the future. But this side's also done. You can see the bridge abutments are in, and I've started a little bit of detail on the bridge itself. I was just doing, I don't know, I'm experimenting. I was going to actually do these with like rivet heads, but the process is so grueling and long, I don't know. I'm doing this with paint with a backward edge drill bit, and I might have to come down and scale a little bit on these heads, but they're all right. I mean, they do stand up a little bit off the bridge, and of course they'll be toned down with a little rust. And that's the thing about paint. If I make a mistake, I can just go back and fix it. But I've done this on the other side as well, the same way, and I've got it done up almost to this first strut support. And I also did this, which I don't know if you can really tell, but I had a number 6 switch in here, and I put a number 9 switch in because these longer locomotives, I got to thinking, I was like, in real life, even though this is for now an industry lead, it might be an emergency come up where the train would have to divert, and because the actual passing siding doesn't start into the other side of the bridge, they might have to divert here. So I got to thinking about it. Even though some of the longer locomotives would pass singly, the double, like my Ace over there, and then that I have sitting over there, and then this one, the ES 44 together would not make the turnout that I had here before. So without one of the two coming off the track. So now that I've put this longer turnout in, this entire train can be pulled off onto the diverging lead, industrial lead. And so I did it, and it actually worked, and I got away with it without damaging anything. And I put a recorder box down in here and some other stuff, but I done that little bit of work. And then let's see what I'm gonna take you around, see what else we should show you here. So over here on this fence you see for the grower shipping, I had to replace it. I actually crushed it with my hand the other day doing something stupid. So I had to rebuild the fence because the mesh that actually goes on the back side of the fence was so messed up that I couldn't get it straightened out. So I just rebuilt the whole segment. That slowed me down. And then I've got this backdrop here I'm going to add in. I've got to repaint and hide some of that, and just to give you some dimension, and give you the illusion of depth. It'll be like just some back lot. You can see that truck back there between the building there and the grower shipping office. and it's just kind of like a little dock unloading area. I have actually started, believe it or not, on my my catwalk railing, and I've got the part here that you climb up from this end and then go down to this point here is where I stop, and that'll take you down to the fuel island. So I have done that work there. But other than that, it hasn't really been a whole lot that I've been working on. I've had a lot of other stuff going on. Y'all know about my dad, but a brother of mine, my best friend, he had a stroke a few days ago, and it's a pretty severe stroke. And I don't know if he's going to recover from it or not, but my prayers with him and his family, and who are like my family, and it's just tragic, you know, especially this time of the year right before Christmas holidays, and he's got 3 girls, so yeah, it's been a rough week for me, and I really haven't done a whole lot. But on a lighter note, I want to shout out to Sparky and Vinny. I appreciate it. You know, all the new subscribers through them that I have gotten by tuning in and subscribing to their channels. I really appreciate the help, guys. And for all the subscribers who have subscribed, I appreciate that. And I'm hoping to bring you more material throughout the next year and really get some progress done on this, but we'll have to wait and see what's going on. I want to see if I can get down there and take a trip to see him. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the layout update for December. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you more. Maybe after the first of the year, maybe I can get you something more going on. Not too much over here is going on at all, so as usual. But I'm working my way that way. So, but everybody, I hope you have a safe and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will see you in the new year. So for now, I'm Gary Nugent, and I'm going to sign out of here, and we'll see y'all later.